Okay, so I was trying to get a game on PandaNet or on OGS, but it was not working, so here we are on playgo.gg, and never mind the fact this is not the name Keima Corner. I was not going to make a new account on this website just for the channel. So yeah, we're using our personal playgo.gg account. Uh, I kind of like this website because it made you actually unlock being able to play the 13 by 13 and the 19 by 19. So for beginners, they get to play on the 9 by 9 until they win enough games. So right now we're just sealing off this corner. We don't really have this corner fully taken over yet, but we're working on it. Alright, I don't need to extend anymore. I'm just going to do a large knight's move for this corner. Normally I would play here, but I feel like extending one more isn't the worst thing with all those black stones there. Uh, let's just go ahead and... you know what? Yeah, we'll play the diagonal to push out. And then we'll extend. Alright, so he's probably wanting to cut right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to descend here. So if he cuts, which he's not doing, he's getting a bit of a base down there. So we're going to reduce this corner some. Okay, he made that jump. So let's just go ahead and push into the corner. Alright, we'll connect. Hani at the head of 3 stones. He Hane's back. So if I go for the double Hane, I would play here, they would play here, I would connect, and then they could Hane here or they could Hane there. Okay, since they did not take the cutting point there, we'll just do a solid connection. We'll just make the 1 space jump. We don't need to do 2 spaces. Not with the groups being pretty much the same right there. Alright, so he jumps down. We're just going to connect under. And then pull back. Alright, we're going to make a 2 space jump from that stone. Just try to make more influence in the center. Do I need to worry about that stone? I don't think so, but we'll jump out and block it to the 3rd line there. Alright, he did the diagonal. So we're just going to do a knight's move off of that stone. Get more center influence. Because we've got pretty good influence in the corners. Alright. He connected onto me, so Hane. I've been taught to Hane when someone connects on your stone. And then we're just going to go for the Atari, and then the solid connection. Alright, do we need to worry about that stone? If he plays here, we just connect there. So let's just push in. Do we need to worry? We might have needed to worry about this cutting point. Alright, so push. You would go that way, we would push. You could go this way, we push. I think we're good. We might end up having to sacrifice those 2 stones, but... You know what? If we can push far enough, we can just get him to connect to these stones. Alright, our opponent seems to be considering that. Alright, 3 liberties here. So if he plays here, we're going to play here. Because then he might play there, and then we can play here. And then if he plays there, we play here. And then we play that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we just capture these stones here. Alright, oh, let's see now. If we play here, and then he plays there, and then we push up, the ladder goes in his favor, so we're not even going to worry about the ladder. Get these stones connected to these stones to keep them safe. Alright, we can start pushing in over here. We don't have to worry about playing this stone just yet, unless he starts attacking these stones again. Alright, so he's trying to block those stones in. Again, don't need to worry, so we're just going to push into the center here. Because these stones still have 3 liberties, while these stones only have 1 liberty. Alright, we can go ahead and play here. Just trying to get a border around here, while also just blocking this from having more eye space. We'll just descend. So he has some decent territory potential with these stones and these stones. But we've got this corner, we've got this bit of corner inside. We haven't finished filling out the top, but we've got a good half of the top in corner, and then we've got corner inside over here, and then we've got a lot of potential in the middle. All right, one more time. Again, we don't have to worry about him taking these stones because we just capture these ones and these ones will be safe. That stone has to act as a sacrifice, but it's helping us map out some more territory over here, while also reducing their potential for territory. Empty triangle, I know, but we're using it off of these stones here to build some territory. Alright, so he's attacking that stone. We're just going to play here to keep these stones protected and just solidify that this is our area. We'll press down. He's going to play here, and I'll play there. Now, we do have two cutting points. We got this one and that one. So if he plays here... Oh, okay. These stones are now in danger of being captured, so now we need to take those stones. And then if he fills this liberty, we just play here. He needs to play this spot here. And then we just do that. Alright, so he's trying to develop a bit on the top, so we're going to take some of the top territory for ourselves. Honestly, the Hane there was probably not the best call. Oh, but he didn't cut. He could have cut there, I would have been forced to push down, and then he could have Hane'd this one, and then I would have played here, and he could have captured that stone, and I'd have less territory on the top. So he's... Yeah, this is solidly his. This is solidly his. He's got a little bit of territory here. We've got this good section here. We're working on having this section here, and then we got this section here. Alright, that move just fills in a neutral point. Let's start mapping out some more territory on the side here. Alright. If he plays there, I play here. He jumps up, I play there. This cutting point is good. He plays here, I play there. That cutting point is safe. If he were to play here, I'd play there. Alright, that cutting point is safe. He plays there, I play here. He would play there. I would play here. He would play here, I'd play there. He'd play there. This cutting point seems safe. So let's just reduce this area some. So if he plays here, I'd play here, he'd play there. I'd play here. We might have to block this cutting point. He plays here, I play there. He would play here, I'd play there. He'd play here. That's a ladder. So, do. Just to be on the safe side, let's close that cutting point. So he can't play here. We can push in a little. No reason to play there. Anywhere else we can do some reductions. We can play here to make him play there. Alright, if he plays here, I just play here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. So even if he plays here, we're safe. Cutting here does nothing. Cutting there would do nothing, because he would just block here. So if I played here, and he played there, then I could play here and capture those two stones. But if I extend here, he's likely just to play here, and that's a wasted move. I play here, they play there, I would play here, and they would block me from being able to capture those stones. If I play here, he would just play there. I think so. If he tries invading over here, it'd be a fight, but I think I could stop him from doing capture stuff. 15.5 points. Alright, 94.5 to 79. It was a close game. Closer than I thought it was. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully next time we'll be on our usual websites under the actual account. But until then, keep playing your stones.